Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to TRS Live, the podcast where we talk all about great stuff with the Real Shot store here in Appleton, Wisconsin. Joined again on Friday with
What's
Nick.
up, guys?
How's it going, buddy?
It's going.
It's got to go, right?
It's got to go somewhere.
Jesus. We were just talking before we went live here about Mother Nature's mood swings. And, Nick, I thought it was kind of funny some of the stuff you were saying about it.
Oh, yeah. Goodness gracious. So my family are snow people. They're winter people. So when we had all that rain and melted all that snow, I was dancing around the house saying, it's spring. Spring is here. And boom! Got hit right in the face yesterday.
So if you're watching this, you can blame Nick.
Yep.
And you can find him at the Real Shot. Come
Karma.
on in. Yeah,
Karma.
but again, like it must have worked somewhat because now tomorrow they're saying 40s again.
Yeah. I mean, and then next week we got teens again.
Yeah. You know, every year we get a little taste, right? We get just like Mother Nature. Like,
Yeah,
just
and then
give
you
you a little. Yep.
Then Wisconsin, Mother Nature just slaps you right in
it's
the
like,
face.
Yeah, guess what, guys? It's still February, you dummies. It's still gonna get. We're not out of it. I tell you what, man. Though this snow we got in the central part of the state yesterday, driving home from the store, it was crap, dude.
It was silly. Yeah, if you don't have a 4-wheel drive truck with new tires on it, you're having a hard time.
Did you see the accident that happened right outside the driveway?
I didn't.
Man.
I saw the ambulance and everybody blocked around and everybody was turned. There was probably 400-500 cars had to turn around in a parking lot just to go back.
It was right here at this intersection, and I don't know if somebody ran a light or I see a lot of these idiots didn't realize it was as slick as it was, and they were like riding your tail. Yeah. So I don't know what happened, but it wasn't good. I got a small video.
Did everybody forget how to drive in winter?
I just think they didn't for some reason that snow we got yesterday was just slippery.
Wet and slick.
It was slick.
It was that fine stuff to get, and it was not good.
Yeah.
But I was following a van, must have had his all-wheel drive on without traction control or something, but it was fishtailing all over the place. I passed an officer doing about 55, 60, and he was doing like 40. I was like, oh. And I just kept going. Yep. He didn't do nothing. I was hoping he would pull over that one that was just going all over the place, right down the middle of the highway. Emergency lights on. Didn't know how to drive in the winter.
Really?
It was rough.
Jeez.
I passed that van so fast.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm out of here.
I'm all right. Well, that's the thing. Some people forget about it, and then when they're dumb driving could affect you in a way like they could just make one slight mistake and take you out,
right?
And then that just causes a wreck,
a huge mess.
So okay, so we got a question fired in already from morning. Good morning from Jim. Gun question: are you able to answer a gun question, or should we just defer them to call the store and talk to Andrew?
Yep. I would say call the store and talk to Andrew for sure.
Okay.
I don't have much knowledge of what's going on in the gun department there. I'm just fishing and some archery. So.
All right. So Jim, go ahead and you can either message Facebook, the Real Shot Facebook page, or call the store 920-750-6140 and talk to Andrew. Nick's kind of specialty is in the fishing world, the archery world, like you talked about. So let's get right into it, Nick. Ice fishing is obviously still here. We talked about how crazy Mother Nature is. We have sturgeon spearing going on, and today started the Battle on Bagel for 2023.
It did.
We did an ice conditions report. What have you heard anything since yesterday? I know Donnie Herman sunk and dive.
A couple minutes ago, I was just scrolling Facebook and I saw like 3 people emergency needed here, there. In my honest opinion, they shouldn't have had it.
Yeah, the thing about it is now we're going to tread lightly because, right, like the ice is never 100% safe.
Never.
Don Herman always says that. Everybody, it's just one of those things. Now, the conditions, the ice thickness was decent.
It was decent a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad. We were out there Wednesday, and we met with Glenn, and the conditions weren't bad on the ice. It's just the issue was there was water. Mm-hmm. And then there were sturgeon holes that were opening up because people had to take their shacks off.
And with all that rain, the markers just fell right down. You could not see anything. And then we got then we had that cold, that 12, 15 degrees. And then we had the to freeze the holes.
Yep.
And then we had the snow last night to cover it up so you can't see nothing.
Right.
So there's literally landmines all over the lake.
And the thing about it is, like, people come from all over the ice belt.
And they don't know.
Right. So, I mean, we do our best to do a ice report. We try to stay up on that weekly. Sunken Dive is probably the authority on that. Donnie Herman does a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal.
The guy lives on the lake. I mean, if he's not pulling you out of the lake, he's checking conditions. He's working with all the local clubs around Lake Winnebago, the Lake Winnebago system. And he is doing weekly and it was sometimes weekly, but sometimes hourly updates. Yesterday, I know alone he did at least 5 videos on his page.
Sure. Yep.
You know, so it's one of those things. Follow along with him, but it's like you said, though, people come from all over the place,
all over,
and don't know the conditions be where like the sturgeon holes are and where the cracks are.
I think they said like 20 different states of people.
Yeah.
Come to this event and they have no clue what's going on out there.
Right. So the biggest thing is if you are traveling here, obviously you're here now, right now, or if you're coming just to fish tomorrow, call the store, contact some of the lake clubs around there. Just get
follow everybody on Facebook.
Yes. Yep. The conditions are there. I mean, the ice, there's still, I heard anywhere. Now, Poygan really deteriorated quickly. Yep. From what we heard, Poygan kind of went backwards. Bagel was still pretty decent, 10 to 14 inches, depending on where the hell you were, but it was the sturgeon holes were the issue.
Yeah, Don said Nofke's to the hole was the best ice, and that's where the fish is usually caught anyway.
Correct.
So don't go wandering around out there north, east, west.
Yep. And they are recommending no vehicle traffic out there at all, only ATV, UTV style stuff. I mean, so it's just one of those things, everybody. Just, you never trust the ice if you are going. Now, northern Wisconsin, we're probably still okay.
Oh, yeah.
The southern part of the state, well, that's, again, something you're just going to have to check your local bait shops, local clubs, all that kind of stuff to stay up on that. But here in the central part, some of our inland stuff, we're probably still okay.
Yeah, yep.
But it's just that big Bago system right now is the issue. Good morning, Bob. How are you today? I mean, I feel bad for Bob Kloss. He's up there. He's Whitefish Guide. He basically canceled your season. Did you not, Bob? I mean, that's a bummer for him, too.
Yeah, I mean, was a couple guides going in shallow, working their butts off to try to get on some safe ice, and they did a few. I saw Nolan Kep has been catching a few here and there.
Okay. So speaking of that, for the battle stuff, right? If somebody's still heading out, today it started at what, like sunrise or something like that?
Yeah, 6 a.m.
So if anybody's coming through tomorrow, it's a Bob saying he's 100% done. I'm sorry, my man. That's a bummer. What if anybody's coming to fish tomorrow? Talk about some of the things that are going on in the store that might help them out. Bait wise, tackle wise. What do we all got?
I mean, we are loaded up on bait. I do this every year. I'm pre-order a bunch of bait, and we even got the bait guy coming again for an additional day today.
Okay.
To make sure they're stock.
Did you get hit pretty hard yesterday?
I got hit pretty hard. I was expecting the high school kids too to come in, but
that's going on in Shawano this weekend.
But they canceled it.
They did cancel
so
that.
I'll be well stocked up for sure.
Okay.
I got everything. I got brosies, fatheads, emerald shiners, golden shiners, smelt stocked up in the fridge if you're gonna go target pike and stay the heck away from the bagel system.
Yep.
I got everything. Waxies, spikes, couple red worms, couple crawlers I keep stocked up during the winter.
Do people actually buy that stuff this time of year?
They do. I mean, I think some people put like red worms and crawlers pinched off on their tip downs and stuff for perch.
Oh, okay.
So I always keep a handful of those.
I mean,
people feed their fish over winter too with those. So
turtles, and we sell a bunch of stuff for like turtles, iguanas, or whatever else. Earthworms,
exotic pets.
Any good store deals right now on any fishing stuff?
Oh, it's silly. All the ice stuff is blowout prices because we're left with a bunch of inventory because it was not a good ice season.
Yep.
So come in and take advantage of your deals. I got like $100 off augers, shacks. It's insane.
Really?
I got so many silly deals. Markham has an insane deal right now. We have 10% off the current units, and we have some discontinued units that are dirt cheap, and you still get a rebate with those mail-in rebate. You just fill the form online on Markham Tech rebate.com, and you'll get a $50 to $100 Visa gift card back in a rebate.
And that's on top of what discount that's coming out of the store.
On top. So you have a potential to save $200 to $300 off one single unit.
Jeez. What do we have in stock for electronics right now?
So we have the M1, M2, M3. I have the LX7. I have one MX7 without the shuttle left. I think I have an LX6 that's been discontinued for 2 years. I have that on clearance, and then I have an LX7, a couple LX7 shuttles left as well.
And what did you say? Just in case anybody doesn't know, what does the shuttle part of that mean?
The shuttle is an actual base that you set the unit on. It has 2 USB ports to plug your phone in, charge anything. I like to so there's 2 holders on each side of the base for a gooseneck to go on, and that gooseneck screws into an actual portable camera too. So that's how I mount mine. I set my camera right up on the shuttle.
Nice.
And then there's a phone mount too on the other side, so I mount my phone on the other side. It's pretty slick.
Yep.
And then there's 2 rod holders on the back end of it, and then there's also an LED flashlight if you want to glow your jigs up on the front side as well.
That's super nice.
With a battery indicator, it's pretty slick.
Does that fit some of the older camera or flashers too? So like if you had like the LX or whatever.
Yeah,
series?
you can mount anything on it. Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a Markham unit either, right?
No, there has been. I mean, I don't have just the bases in stock. I don't.
Yep.
But you can order that base.
Yep.
And you can put anything on it. Hummingbird, Vexilar, it doesn't matter. You just cut and splice and figure it out.
What about any Garmin stuff left, or do we sell through everything?
Yeah, I believe there is one, just a regular 73 unit without the Panoptics that I have left for Garmin, and that's about it, and that's going to be 10% off.
Okay, nice. So then rod reels, we're good on that stuff. Bait, we're just a lot of ice stuff still in stock.
There's a lot of ice stuff left.
Yep. And now with the warm weather that's coming, right, there was word of boats going out already on the Fox.
Yep.
We just got a shipment of something. I saw Mike did a little story yesterday. What was that?
Yeah, we just got J&M blades and Arc flies.
Okay.
And they're already half sold out.
No way, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. So we probably sold 40 blade baits yesterday in store, and I think we did 40 to 80 online.
Really?
So we're going to have to put in another order already.
So these are available online already as well, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Go to therealshot.com, check it out. So it was J&M and Arc?
J&M blades.
Yep.
And then Arc flies.
Like the streamer, the river flies.
Yep, the river flies. Yep.
Nice.
He does it's a kid. He ties them up himself. I think he's like a 13-year-old kid that he does a beautiful job on those flies. And
nice.
He markets his whole business by himself. It's awesome.
Well, that's great. Is he a local kid too?
Local kid, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Is that the second company that we support that is like driven by a kid? Because isn't the hair jig company from Green Bay?
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah. He's like a 20-year-old or something, right?
No, Ben is actually, I think he's 16.
Oh, no way.
But he does them with his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, but that's like he started that to help pay for college or something is what I heard. Something
it might be.
Yeah, but either way, so that's cool.
I'm pretty sure it funds fishing and boats too. So,
but that's two companies that where the kids help make the stuff or are part of the stuff, and we support them.
It's awesome to get the youth involved.
That's great.
Up and running, business sense right away.
Yeah, and we're happy to carry that stuff, and that's one thing that I think the Real Shot does a phenomenal job of is like listening to the customers. The customers bring in suggestions. We look at it. We go through it. And. How many times when you're doing stuff like that, can you actually like physically talk to the buyers of these stores? Right. Like yourself, Justin, Rick, Ty, when a customer comes in and is showing you guys this stuff, like I have a really good chance that we're going to probably bring this in or maybe not, depending. You go to some of these other stores and there's no chance you're talking to a buyer at all.
Right. Yeah. No, it's awesome. And we don't just take anything. It's got to be nice. It's got to they have to have their business information.
Yep.
They got to have it full legit, and these kids do it.
Yeah. Well, and it's also like, it's also got to be quality stuff.
Right.
If we would use it,
Right.
then we know that everybody else will use it.
Sure.
So that's one of those nice things too. So, we're talking to blade jigs, we're talking to flies. What you need a rod reel to go along with that. We got some awesome stuff on that. Deals on the open water rod reels too right now, or are we just good stock for everything?
Yeah, we're pretty well stocked. We're getting more stuff in daily. I just got a big Great Lakes order the other day, so I got 3 pallets of rods to go through.
Oh,
it's gonna be some work, but I got a lot of Kuma.
is that itch starting for a lot of people?
Oh my God! Every day I'm spooling something up.
Really?
Yeah, I've been spooling. Copper's been a big thing for the last couple of weeks. I've been doing 200 to 400 coppers on reels, and I've been winding almost every day.
Really? So people are
Yeah.
just getting excited. They're just and it's smart.
Yeah.
Get your stuff in now, so you're
Yeah.
not waiting during the season. Because
Right.
like you
'Cause I
you
can- yeah.
you turn it around pretty fast.
Pretty fast, yeah. But if I get 20, 30 reels backed up, then I start slowing down.
If you had to guess, what's the most you've done in one day?
The most I've done is probably like around 25 reels, and that
Okay.
was just one person.
Jesus. I mean, and you got it done in like one day.
Yeah, about one day.
Well, there's days people will come in and you're just at the line winder just going to town.
Yeah, there's days where I work on an order for 2-3 days. So it's
And how's inventory looking for that kind of stuff? So if somebody wants to bring in and get their reel spooled up, are you
yeah,
good
I'm
right
pretty
now?
well stocked. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yep.
So let's catch up on some of the comments. Bob's just really hammering her down, talking about the ice conditions. So yes, he said he's not 100% done, but he's just kind of, taking a break on the whitefish stuff. Still looks like he's running some pike trips. So if you're looking for him, reach out to Fin Fanatic Charters. Very true. On the fly was so Ben had a part-time job. Well, there you go. So cool. That's just kind of what we were just talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, it's getting cold, so maybe conditions will, increase. Again, just, pay attention to and Bob would be a good reference if you're going up for the Bay. If you're looking for some ice conditions up there, look him up at Fin Fanatic Charters. He'd be happy to talk to you and give you kind of the lowdown on the Bay conditions. Maybe the lower Bay is good, but the Fox was open as of yesterday, right?
Yeah, I mean the fairgrounds opened up. The Fox Point, they had it cut out on, I think it was Monday.
Yep.
And there was open water everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Are you going to go? Okay, so weekend's coming up. If you're not working, what are you doing right now? Are you going open water in the Fox or are you going ice fishing?
If it's 40, I'd probably head for the boat.
Yeah?
For sure. Get those long rods a workout.
Yep. How's things been for you, like fishing wise? I see some of your pictures on Facebook. I love it with the kids, man. That's so awesome.
It's been all right. Yeah, the kids, they love it.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Okay, here's a good question. Because how old are your kids?
Currently they are 2 and 6.
Okay, so they're youngins yet.
Youngins, yeah.
What kind of tips would you have for somebody to help keep them occupied on a slow day of ice fishing?
Snacks.
Snacks? What's the go-to snack in that case?
Pretzels.
Really?
Yeah, pretzels.
Flavored pretzels or just straight pretzels?
Straight up pretzels.
And a lot of water to go along with it, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
you dry 'em out.
Gallon. So the go-to snack, we stop at Quick Trip, get a gallon jug of water and a bag of pretzels.
Really?
Keeps them going all day.
That's like crazy. You would think, you hear so often it's like, jerky and cheese sticks and those kind of things.
Oh yeah, we love our sticks, but we're currently out. We're waiting on our sticks to get back from the meat market,
All right.
because we love our honey barbecue beef sticks. So.
From the meat market, is that where you take your stuff?
No, we take ours to what was that? We just started taking them to that new one or that other one in Green Bay. What's it called?
Ooh, maybe Andy can Google it. Andy is here, by the way. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Maplewood. Maplewood, yeah. So I've been asking customers when I shot my deer, where's my best place to take, because I was so disappointed in Haynes the last time.
Oh.
So I think I got like 60-70% pork on my sticks last year, and I was not having it. So I was reaching out to find somewhere else to take my meat, and I had probably 6-7 customers say, go to Maplewood.
Really?
They have the best sticks.
So is this your first experience once you get your meat back then? You're still waiting on it, yeah?
Yep. Yep. They were I think they said 3 months out. So
But it must be damn good stuff.
It must be really good. So
Die Hard Angling. There, he's on there. Man, what's his name? You know him personally, right?
yep.
What's his name? Yeah, see, you're struggling right now. Anyways, I feel so bad. I've been talking to him. I can't remember his name.
Sorry, bud.
I just remember Die Hard Angling. Here's a funny story with that, right? I'm on Highway 10 headed home after work one night.
Yep.
And I'm behind this airboat, and I pull around the airboat, and I see a giant Real Shot sticker on the back of the window.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty sweet. And, not being so connected with the store anymore, I don't know what's going on out there. So it just so happened that I went around him, and we exited on the same exit, and he got right behind me. And I step out of my car, and I go walking to him, and he's like looking at me like, what the hell is going on, So I knock on the window. I go, hey, man, I just saw your Real Shot sticker. I work for the Real Shot. He's like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. And he's like, what's your name? I said, I'm Matt. He goes, oh, you're the guy that does like head to head. And yeah.
Alec.
Alec, thanks, man. I appreciate it. He's been freaking grinding, doing a great job on the Mississippi too. I think he's coming back this way.
He's been throwing out some videos that are doing pretty good.
Yep.
So,
and I've actually, I know he's busy, but he's gonna probably be on the Fixed TV platform pretty soon too. We've been talking about getting his great content. He had that one perch video, like 35,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Man, it's gonna look so much better once it's on Fix, Alex. So get it on there, man. But yeah, that's cool. It was just one of those things. Like, but then and it was so ironic too because he's like, well, I just talked to Nick yesterday or today about getting the logo for his jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So we make sure he's got it all. But that's cool, man. I appreciate that he's on here. Oh, here we go. So Bob's talking Knops on Stangleville. This is not toward Kewanee. Oh, this is out Kewanee. Okay. Well, there's another place too for your meat steak. So you had a great deer season. How did it? Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh my gosh. That was probably the most luck I've ever had in my entire life.
It can't be all luck, my friend. There's got to be a lot of skill involved.
I mean, not really.
No.
No.
Okay, elaborate.
No.
Go ahead.
So bow season was a struggle. It was a grind. I didn't get much time out. So rifle season comes around, and this is the first time I'm gonna actually hunt with my brother. Since we were probably, I don't know, 8-10 years, since we were in high school and stuff and living together up north. So I went over to his house Saturday night because I had to work opening day here at the store. So I went there Saturday night, and Sunday was so cold. So cold.
It was brutal.
It was like -10 with wind chill up there. And I woke up at 6 o'clock and I got ready and the house is dead silent. My brother's still sleeping. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. 9:30 rolls around and he's just up. He just got out of bed, got some coffee. I'm like, hey, are we going to go hunt today?
Was he surprised to see you standing there, or did he know you were there?
I don't know what's going on.
Wake up, hello!
Well, yep. So by that time, it's like 20 degrees. Sun is shining. He's like, yeah, we'll go. What time do you want to go? Well, now.
No, yeah, like I've been already up for 5 hours,
yep.
bro.
So everybody was coming out of the woods. I mean, we were just public land bouncing around.
Yep.
So we get to the first spot. There's like 7 trucks there. Second spot, there's like 5 trucks there still. Third spot, there's nobody there, but there's a guy on the private side across the road, like 40 yards in on a tower blind. And then we look down the trail, and there's a doe standing there. So we did a Yui, parked. I was out of the truck and loaded in like 30 seconds, heading down the trail, and she's gone already. So I'm about 50 yards into the trail, and my brother's still up at the truck. I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for him. Not 2 minutes later, 4 more came out, and I dropped the first one right on the trail.
Perfect.
Drag her up, throw her in the truck within 10, 15 minutes. And so we head down the trail again, probably 200 yards, and it comes to power lines. And we take the power lines out. My brother takes the left side. I take the right side. We walk for another 300 yards, nothing. And then we come across this one stand on the public land. He says, "Come here, come here, come here." And then we talk for like 5 minutes and figuring out a game plan, what we're gonna do. And he said he's gonna sit up in here, and I think there's another one 100 yards down the way. So I put my scope up on Power 9, look down. You know you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have binos, but I didn't have binos.
Yep.
So I looked there. Sure enough, there's a stand up there. I'll probably go walk down there and sit in that one for a while. So I take 2 steps and look to my right, and there's a big buck sitting there 40 yards away from us on the edge of the power line.
Nuh-uh.
And right on the edge of the thick woods. And we both pull up, and he wraps one off, and I pull up, and I'm still on Power 9, so I can't see nothing. I don't know where he is. So I drop it back down to 3, pull up again, and I have one clean shot before he gets into the real thick woods. I squeeze off, and my brother wraps 2 more when he's in the thick woods, and I'm like, you can't even see him anymore. So we go to the first spot where he shot, where we first saw him, and there's no blood. And right on the tree line where I laid that one decent shot off, there was a little bit of blood spraying, so I knew I had hit him.
Yep.
And so we followed his blood trail in, and he was laying there 30 yards.
Really?
Just piled up right through the butt. Right out the heart. Gave him the old Texas heart shot.
Nice. Did you ruin any meat?
A little bit of the right.
Yep.
A hind quarter.
Not bad, though.
Not bad.
No.
I still got probably 50 pounds out of it. So.
Don't you wish it always went that way?
All right.
We spend hours and days, months sometimes, waiting for one encounter.
Right.
And you step in the woods and you're done in a half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never experienced. I've heard about it.
Yep.
Never experienced it.
So is the buck mount worthy, or is it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I took
That
him.
Nice.
So the funny thing is about I was looking for other places to mount my deer. A guy in Berlin did my last one. I just got him back a couple days ago from my bull buck 2 years ago.
Yep.
I just got that mount back. And then I've been asking people in the store, who do they like, who do they go to, and I was recommended one guy, but he was full. So one of the guys actually that I know kind of personally is my kids' mom's sister's best friend actually works on a ranch that's not even open yet down over by Ripon. And so they actually invited Brantley Gilbert to the ranch, not even open yet. And
Really?
Brantley Gilbert, when he was here with Five Finger Death Punch, he shot that deer, and it's a 204-inch, just mega Goliath.
Freaking giant.
And it turns out that the guide is who Amy's sister's friends knows.
Straight, man.
Her boyfriend guided Brantley Gilbert, and he
Really?
comes in the store all the time.
Not
So
Brantley
he's-
Gilbert.
Not
The
Brantley
guide.
Gilbert, the
Yeah,
guide,
okay,
the
yep.
guy that guided Brantley Gilbert.
Yep.
So he said, "Yeah, my cousin is going to be mounting Brantley's deer. Do you want him to do yours too?" I'm like, "Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be really awesome.
That would be awesome." So I actually drove all the way up to Tomahawk to drop my deer off, and there's Brantley Gilbert's buck sitting there.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it was awesome. I put my hands on that sucker, and that thing's just full of mass, 204 inches of pure bone.
Jeez.
And it's awesome. And I think I'm going to have to conveniently pick my deer up at the same time Brantley Gilbert does next year. That would be epic.
You're going to try to coordinate that? or what?
that would be
Did
epic.
you tell the guys? Like,
oh, yeah.
no rush. Just whenever Brantley's coming to pick his up, just call me and
no.
I'll come pick it up then.
No, so he said if he comes here next year during the fall and is invited back, he's going to personally take his deer down, and he'll probably bring mine down as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So if that would be epic.
Are you a big Brantley fan?
100%, dude.
Really?
Dude, it's kind of scary.
Like, whoa, it's like a sickness or what?
No, it's like I've been following him since 2011.
Okay.
So
I don't even know how long he's been on the scene.
So he's been started. I think 2008 was his first record. And nobody knew him till like 2012, 2013, when Country Must Be Countrywide came out. That was his first hit. And then You Don't Know Her Like I Do was his second hit. And people still didn't really know of him yet. He was still pretty small.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him, so in 2011, I met a girl online, went over to her house, and she's got this music playing I've never heard of. It's awesome. So she's got Kick It in the Sticks blaring, and I'm like, she's this little 4'10" brunette, wild.
Yep.
And
wild.
and just wild. And
We're supposed to be talking about the store, but keep going.
Okay. So yeah. So
wild. I
So
love that.
so I don't know who this guy is, and apparently he's playing in Green Bay tonight, and she wants to go. So I'm like, let's go.
Do it.
Let's go. There was probably 400 or 500 people, and it was just wild.
Really?
It was just wild. I mean, so he played Take It Outside, and somebody started a fight right in the middle of the song, stops the whole song,
Really?
calls security over, and says that take it outside.
Yep.
And it was awesome. So security hauled him off, and he started back up the song as soon as he was out.
Is that about fighting? Take
Yeah.
it outside? It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
How convenient. Do you think
Yeah.
it was staged?
I
Too
don't
good
know.
to be true, right?
But he was wearing a Clay Matthews jersey, 52. It was awesome.
Oh, he was. Brantley was.
Yeah, he's full on. He loves Wisconsin. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been following him for a long time.
So now,
There's not a concert in Wisconsin I hardly miss.
how many times have you seen him then?
So I've seen him probably a dozen times.
Really?
Oh yeah, and it's awesome.
That's great.
Every time.
That is great. So if anybody's coming in next time, come talk to Nick about Brantley Gilbert. You'll have a long conversation. So I have one story kind of somewhat similar to that. I went down to Illinois. My brother lives down there. And we were going to a concert at Colt Ford. You know who Colt Ford is?
Yep.
And Jason Aldean was there. But at the time, like Jason Aldean was very similar to like Brantley Gilbert, just getting started. So we went there. The concert was awesome. Like Colt Ford is badass, dude. I love that guy. He's really good. And Jason Aldean, had some good songs out there too. Long story short, there was a new country bar opening up shortly away from where we were there. And we had a couple adult beverages, and we're like, oh, it's cool there, So we get there. And we're hanging out, and all of a sudden, they actually had like a VIP section. And here comes Jason Aldean walking in, right? Like, I don't know, here to the wall away from me.
Yep.
And so, like, in my inebriated state, I'm talking to these chicks, right? That's what I was doing. I was single at the time, so fine. And I'm like, hey, let's go meet Jason Aldean. They're like, who the hell is Jason Aldean? I'm like, what? You don't know who this guy is? Like, So I'm like, they're like, let's go. I'm like, let's go. He's right there. And nobody knew who the heck he was.
Sure.
And I couldn't get through the red carpet, right? I'm just a dude. So I figured I needed to get a chick to come along with me to get me in there to at least shake his hand or be in there. It ended up not working out.
No. So the funny thing is Jason Aldean pretty much blew up Brantley's career because he bought 2 of Brantley Gilbert's songs and he took them to the top.
Really?
Yep. So that one of them songs is actually he collabed with Colt Ford, Dirt Road Anthem.
Oh, that was a Brantley Gilbert song?
So that was a Brantley Gilbert and Colt Ford song.
Okay.
And Jason Aldean took it way up to the top, and it was an awesome. But the thing is that really gets under my skin is he took out a whole chorus.
Oh.
Yeah. So nobody knows that chorus unless you're a true BG fan.
There it is. All right. Well, I know you got to get back out there, keep crushing the sales out there.
Yes, Mike, it is a man crush.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
100%, dude. It is more than a man crush.
Yeah.
So, okay, we kind of hit on a couple other things. Like any firearms questions, you got to contact Andrew. Same thing, any big-time archery question, bow questions, all that kind of stuff, reach out to Mike Williams.
You got it.
We have one of the best sales staffs ever. It's like the dream team, right? That you guys do a phenomenal job. Keep it on up. Any kind of final words for anybody coming in over the weekend, for anything they may be looking at, just something wrap her up with.
Think spring.
Think spring. I love it. Well, that's perfect. So cool. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions for what's going on at The Real Shot, reach out and follow all our social media pages. That's Facebook, Instagram. We are on YouTube. They are doing a ton of stuff on Fix TV, a ton of exclusive stuff. If you don't know what the heck Fix TV is, well, you can better get on over to phyxtv.com. There's a lot of great content going out there. Call the store. You want to tell them number?
You got him.
I knew you were going to put me on there. We already hit on to Mike Williams. You should probably watch the show, man. The J&M blade jigs are in the hair jigs, or the hair,
Arc flies.
Arc flies are in 920-750-6140. But I'll let you tell them the website.
TheRealShot.com.
All right, everybody, enjoy your weekend. If you are going ice fishing, make sure you are absolutely safe. Watch our ice report on Fix TV and also follow along with like Sunken Dive and Battle on Bagel and all that great stuff. So enjoy your weekend, everybody. Be safe. Get outside. Do a little fishing. Do a little hunting. Do a little shed hunting, whatever it may be. And we will talk to you when you guys are doing a store update. What, Monday again, right?
Could be, yeah.
Could be. All right. Well, thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks, guys.